I'm Billy.
I'm Becky.
I'm Will.
And
we're the House Bus Travelers. Alright, so here is like our dining room area. This is an Ikea table we get a lot of questions about. It has tons of storage. There's 3 drawers on each side here. Lots of homeschooling stuff, all of our little card games and all of that. I have some office stuff in there. And then both sides flip up like this. So we can flip it up, slide it up to the couch. We have a folding chair that goes there. We can also take it outside and fold both sides up if we want an outdoor dining. We just got a puppy, so these are where his things live now. Back on this shelf, I have like our Ninja Foodie. It's kind of like an Instapot. Will has art supplies, and then these have more homeschool stuff. Got my crystals, my sage, all of that good stuff. And then our couch, we didn't have to start, but we're so glad we found one. It is from Ikea as well. All of the cushions come off, and it pulls all the way out to here and makes like a full-size bed, so we can have guests, we can have friends over. It's super comfy for movie nights. So when we first built, we built our own table, our own booth little system with storage, and a couch with flip-up storage, and it was all wood, and we just put some outdoor cushions on it kind of to make do and keep it cheap, but it sucked. It was so uncomfortable. I hated being in the space, and when I came up here, I'm like, okay, we have 1/3 of our bus that is just not comfortable to be in, and so we slowly, as we left Iowa traveling around, we slowly found pieces that would fit and work better. And this couch and table have been a godsend to us. It's awesome. And we found them both used, cheap, buy used. And then we added this. So everything you see is decor we didn't start with. We've added it as we went. We find things like this is from Quartzsite where we're at now from last year. This is thrifted, and I just keep my books and journals up there, my Kindle, and then some plants that we've added as well. All right, so in the middle here we have our kitchen. We did used to have a wood stove here, so all of this didn't exist. It was a wood stove. It was all framed in, safe, all of that. But Billy got tired of feeding little tiny chunks of wood all night long. So we took it out, gave it to my sister, and we took this cube shelf from her, and this holds tons of books. So we have all of Will's books, homeschool stuff across here. We have towels. So we don't have a linen closet at all. It's just all towels here. This holds our extra like drinks, supplements that we have, vitamins and all that. When we are off grid, we really like to, we want to like, recycle and reuse everything, but paper products when you're off grid are easy. We don't have to use as much water to wash dishes. We can just burn our plates and stuff and it's fine. And then we have more of Will's stuff, like rock tumblers. We have volcano sets. And all of our laundry stuff is in here, so we use a laundromat. This is our drinking water here. We just got this on Amazon for like 15 bucks, and this is like $2 to fill. Sometimes $1 if we can find the little random parking lot fountains. And then I upgraded to a Ninja. Being off-grid, I had this idea that I had to, only use a pour-over and not use power for everything. And I like coffee, and so we just got this. And it's amazing. I can have frothy milk in my lattes. And then our fridge is just from Costco. I don't think it's the best one to have in a bus if you're just using solar, but it's just the 10.4 cubic. And then we built it on a platform so we can store all of our canned goods under here. It has worked out for us. We only have one little guy, so we can grocery shop about once a week, and it's plenty big for us. And then our kitchen, a lot of people are shocked that we have like a full kitchen. We got this sink from a neighbor that had it sitting in their garage, never used it. So we gave him a case of beer and he gave us a sink. This is just a cheap faucet. It pulls out so it has like a sprayer. We want to get a bigger one so we can put it outside to rinse off sand or mud or whatever. We have a very simple water system. We use these aquatainers and they sit right under here. We have 4 or 5 of them. We keep filled most of the time, and then we just put it under there. The water pump is here. This is our only water in the bus. So we wash our hands, brush our teeth, wash our face, everything here. So the counter and the cabinets are all from Habitat Restore. If you have one of those near you and you're building a bus, go to that store. These are pieced. We just measured to make sure they were all the same height, and we put them all together. Bought a really long counter, cut it to fit, cut the hole, and now we have like a real kitchen. The Midwest thing is a junk drawer. This is our junk drawer. Mostly chargers and cords. And then some more cooking materials, plastic bags, a tea kettle. And then people always ask, because we don't have enclosed, you know, storage for our plates and cups and stuff. We keep all of them in drawers. So they're surrounded by koozies so they don't rattle when we drive. Plates and bowls are down here. Some coffee cups that are too big for a drawer. That way it keeps, you know, clutter off of the counter. Up here we have all of our toothbrush supplies and stuff, Will's vitamins, some cookbooks, the daily stuff that we use like sunscreen, gum, water thing for the plants. And this is just our daily sunglass wallets, stuff like that that we use all the time. We want it easily accessible, so it just sits up there in little containers. And all of this stuff is used as well from Goodwill, Salvation Army, wherever we could find it. So that's our kitchen.
We live in a bus because we were sick of the 9-to-5 corporate America, and you have a different backyard a lot.
Yeah.
So
that's been nice to have a different, to be able to explore. I didn't travel growing up a lot, and so I wanted to see the whole country. And this is the best way that I found without just flying places and seeing that city and, you know, the normal traveling. I wanted to see all the nooks and crannies. His big thing was leaving corporate America, but I was a stay-at-home mom, and my big thing was I do not like normal life at all. Like, I just have never really like fit that mold of normal life. And so when I discovered tiny living and minimalism, I slowly transitioned into that with our apartment. And then I was like, hey, we should build a bus or something, because we watched a Netflix documentary, and he said no way. And then 3 years later he's like, hey, we should buy a bus.
We should probably do that.
And so
pretty cool.
Here we are.
Hi guys, welcome to my room. There's all my toys and the shelf and stuff. The Boxcar Children, me and Mom read those together. And my BB gun's right here, and all my toys are over there. My shelf and stuff. And then we got the rock wall, and my toy closet is over here. I got army men, animals, a whole bunch of junk in there. Jeans and a rope set and all my helmets and race cars and stuff. We use the rock climbing wall to get up on the roof.
Here we have the infamous wine rack that always is an eye catcher. It can hold 13 bottles of wine. My loving husband built that for me because I was not going to do it, but I really wanted it. The pantry is pretty small, so this is just a normal kitchen cabinet. It was in my grandma's basement, and I was like, hey, I need a cabinet. So we have little child locks on it, and it has like all of our hiking snacks, just normal pantry things, except for canned goods, both sides. And then the top here just holds like our laptop, iPad chargers and stuff. So the only dead space we have in the bus is right behind this pantry, because they either had to make it shorter to push it back and then have dead space in the front. So that was the only one we gave up. And down here is more pantry space, and then this one on this side has all of our pots and pans that we use. Right behind here is our closet. We went with these Rubbermaid totes. Each of us have one, so we have 2 drawers of clothes, and then we each have one of these to put extras in. And then back behind here we have a shoe rack that holds like 18 pairs of shoes. Right in here is like our laundry hamper. We do have a few hanging clothes. And then Billy's drone sits back here, and then we have another hamper of like our hoodies, sweatpants, wintry things that we need because we don't like the cold. So that was a must to bring along. This is the bathroom. We do not have an indoor shower. We opted to have a solar shower with an outdoor tent, and it has worked out perfectly. We went with the Airhead toilet. We really like to be able to take the liquids container off without removing everything. This is the other wheel well. So we shiplap this in, and these are just bolted to the ground, and it just has the little hose out to the fan on the outside. And on this side, we just have another 3-drawer Rubbermaid thing for all the bathroom extras. All right, so this is our bedroom. We have a queen size memory foam mattress that we had in our apartment before. We loved it. We didn't want to get rid of it. Over here, usually like our phones and water sit at night. We've got some incense. It's just random storage. We don't really keep anything in here. Billy has an Xbox that he rarely plays, but it's there. These little cup holders are behind the couch as well. Are a lifesaver. They're from Amazon. They were $5 for a 2-pack or 3-pack maybe. And then up here, these are from Ikea as well. They're just like drawer dividers. I have a lot of my books in all of them, and then just some random storage things. Like my Kindle sits up there sometimes, headphones, all of that. And then we found a TV at a campground that someone had put by the trash, and it works perfectly. So now we can hook our phones to watch Netflix. All right, so the front of the bus we opted to keep completely original. So we even have like, the only thing, the diesel heater sits back here. We did, as I said, had a wood stove. We didn't really love it, so we got a diesel heater. We took everything out of here, but we kept everything the same, even the first aid kit. I just painted, a lot of it was just sun faded. And I started, another quarantine project of mine was plants. So I built this plant box, and I have like random cactuses and stuff. And it's fun. It adds a little green to the bus. We did just add this whole coat closet here. It's just on magnets, so when we're driving, we just take it off, hook it in the hallway, we can drive, and we put it back. The coats always were just thrown everywhere. So another bus family posted this on Instagram, and so we stole the idea, and we got it, and we love it. We do have a backup camera. It sits in that corner over there. And then up here, we have a lot of storage. This houses like all of our national park stuff, extra boxes for electronics. There's a first aid kit up here. I think we have some flares. And then these are just fabric curtains from Ikea that we hang when needed for privacy. A lot of times we're off-grid and not by neighbors, and so we don't hang them up unless we need to block the heat or something. Everyone asks us that question. How do you make money? How do you make this happen? For one, we're debt free, and we paid cash for our bus. We didn't go into debt building our bus. We built it as we had money coming in. And then I started an online t-shirt company. So I make custom shirts for people. I have an Etsy shop, but that doesn't quite fulfill our needs. And so we do side jobs as we go. We've sold Christmas trees.
Like work campers.
Yeah, we hosted an RV park, and we sold fireworks last year. So doing those seasonal jobs where it's a lot of work for just a little bit of time, but it's good money, and then we can travel and be free. Right now we're out here for the winter because my summer job was canceled, so we obviously need income. And so I'm just at a restaurant serving right now for a couple of months just to make ends meet until we can hit the road again and get back to our summer job. So
I'm a stay-at-home dad.
yeah.
All right, so we basically, once we got to the bus, we started with the bed furthest to the back. We wanted it high enough to kind of store chairs, fans, griddle, coats, whatnot. Also, we have 2 different containers, holds our hiking gear, water bags, stuff like that. We have 4 solar panels on top, total of 460 watts. We've come to find out that positioning towards the sun is everything. Our batteries every night were going too low. The charge controller would beep, go off. So finally I was like, well, let's take these panels off, point them towards the sun most of the day, and now the batteries are perfect. So positioning is everything. All right, so we have underbelly storage that came. It was already on the bus. Kind of fishing gear, beach gear, propane tanks, a bunch of like power tools here, Will's pogo stick, propane tank, toolbox, fishing poles. Our 2 solar batteries are back there. We want to up that to probably 2 more batteries to have 4. That's pretty much the underbelly. All right, it's a 98 Thomas Freightliner. It's a safety liner, FS65. It's got the Cummins 5.9 12 valve in it, AT545 transmission. So far, it's been amazing. The only thing we've had to do is the lift pump and a fuel line. Ended up rubbing on the frame and wore a hole, so we were sucking air instead of fuel. So we replaced the line. It starts every time now, runs great, so we love it. So during quarantine and the lockdown, we decided to make a few upgrades to the bus. So we made these little easy clips. This has rope. Super easy to 6 boards, some hanger, some rope. On the map, We have filled in all the states that we've been to that we actually have done something, some sort of attraction or a museum or a national monument. Then we did the awning. For you Midwesterners, it was at Menards, but it's 12 feet by 10 feet. Manual crank. It's been awesome. You can tilt it. Kind of makes our outdoor a whole lot better. More living space. So we're sick of just having the windows down and bugs getting in. So we decided to build some screens. Just we bought some kits and kind of did it ourselves. Just measured to the right length. Got some, they're actually like mirror clips to hold them in. We have had one fall off. I have no idea where it is, but yeah, that's the screen. So a lot of people want to know where the gray tank is. Sink's right here. We were trying to get out of Iowa, so we just dropped it straight through here where the other storage is. So we opted for one. It's got wheels, has a handle. The cap's already kind of integrated into it. So put the cap on, pull it out, go dump it. Super simple. Got to have the wheels. It's a lifesaver, backsaver. Well, thanks for watching.
And if you guys want to connect with us, you can find us on Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, YouTube, which is not a huge thing for us yet, but it's all House Bus Travelers. And we are happy to talk about anything, ask you or answer any of your guys' questions. But we're on all the platforms as House Bus Travelers.
Peace.